about how there are some of you in the collective, your landlord could be working against you with various people. They have been attempting basically to build a case against you. They want to sue you for, I guess, being a nightmare tenant. That is the best way that I know how to describe it. And I know that this directly relates to me and my situation. Ever since I moved in to where I live now, I moved in last May. It has been weird. So weird, which is nothing new for me. Weirdness, it's not a new thing. But from the moment that I moved in, I knew something was off. We have this house meeting every week, me and my other roommates and the landlord. Every week, it is the same meeting, like on autopilot. People complain about the toilet paper being missing. And it's so weird because I myself, I'm not stealing toilet paper and hoarding it anywhere. And I wouldn't assume that another person would be doing that, but yet every week, like clockwork, without fail, it gets brought up in every meeting. Just like the food is also an issue. People keep complaining every week about their food being taken. And I myself, I have had food come up missing whenever I kept food here. I don't do that anymore. But regardless, it's the same thing. I've not taken anyone's food, yet it keeps happening. Also, there is an extremely high turnover rate in this house. I have seen 8 or more people leave since I moved in. Some of them have been asked to leave. Others of them, they have left on their own accord for other various reasons. And we also have a roommate who, I guess a nice way to describe them would be bossy. They believe that they run the show to the point where they are a bully. You know, I'm going to tell it like it is. This is someone who has looked at me before and called me stupid for absolutely no reason. And she doesn't just do it to me, she does it to everyone in the house. In fact, we had 2 roommates move out, I think 2 days ago. And one of the roommates told me before she left that she was leaving because she was scared. She was scared for her safety because of the bully in the house. She claimed that this bully had gotten up in her face and threatened her. True story. And I say all of this because the people who are responsible for this entire charade, they are attempting to make me out to be the bully in this house. I mean, it's not hard to figure out. You don't need a degree. And it's simply not true. It's the same old song and dance. This is called projection. Projecting is what they do. And really think about that. People who are ganging up together to bully one person, they want to flip the script and call that one person the bully. It really doesn't get any lower than that. From the moment that I moved in, I was automatically aware of what was going on. This is called reactive abuse. They poke, they prod, they provoke, and they were hoping to push me into a negative reaction because you add in the secret recordings and, you know, it's a whole thing. It's a whole thing. It is what I deal with. And here is an incident that took place yesterday. I go to the bathroom. I put my clothing in there. I put my towels in there. I had my shampoo and conditioner. And I turn to shut the door, and there is a roommate standing in the doorway. So I said, "Hey," and she says, "Hey, I need to use the bathroom." And I said, "Well, all of my things are in here. I'm getting ready to take a shower. Could you use the other bathroom?" Which is exactly what it's for. And she screamed. She screamed at me, "Ugh!" and stomped off to the other bathroom. But that is a perfect example of what I'm talking about and what I am dealing with. I should have made this video a long time ago, but I get tired. I get tired of talking about every little thing that goes on, every little odd occurrence. Because if I really did talk about everything that happened, I would never stop talking. I feel like I talk enough as it is. So yeah, that's what's going on here. And you know, I'm not worried about it. I'm not worried about a bullshit lawsuit that is built on lies and fabrications. I already know that if this does ever make it to court, that I will win because I didn't do anything wrong. It's just tricks. It's tricks and illusions and smoke and mirrors. And again, I really don't even like putting all of this out there, but I feel like I have to. I have to protect myself in whatever way that I can. This is the result whenever you are ganged up against by a group of people. You have to tell your truth. It's the only way.